All right, it is 6 o'clock, so we will go ahead and get started. I am Miss McElhaney. I am the principal here. Tonight's meeting is probably my favorite meeting with parents throughout the entire year because this is an exciting time to celebrate our students and finishing their education and moving on into the real world and pursuing whatever it is they want to do. So I will keep it brief. We will start the meeting off with Mr. Steen, and he is going to go over graduation requirements.
Hey, good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? Great. All right. Happy for y'all. Hey, it's a pleasure for me to be here. I am Mr. Steen. You guys get spam emails from me all the time. Every Tuesday at 4 o'clock. The last month or so, you all have been receiving a senior audit or a graduation audit email. Okay. So if your child's phone, could I not use it?
That's fine.
Hey, if your email is attached to your child's focus, then you've been receiving this email every Tuesday at 4 p.m., okay? In this email, it's essentially going over what those graduation requirements are, all right? The first requirement that you would see in this letter is the unweighted GPA of a 2.0. When you look at that email, you'll see the unweighted GPA of a 2.0 or above, and then the first bullet underneath the email is going to be your child's GPA. It's not a handout that I gave you all tonight. This is what you receive in your emails. I see you guys going through the papers. But it is, again, in your emails, okay? So the next requirement that we have is going to be passing the FSA reading test, all right? Passing the FSA reading test, that graduation requirement, can be met through a concordance score through the SAT, the ACT, or the CLT. Again, on that senior audit, if your child has already met that graduation requirement, it would say yes, and it would give the month and the year that that requirement was met, okay? Underneath the reading requirement, the next requirement we have is passing the Algebra 1 or the Geometry EOC. And again, this requirement can be met with a concordance score through the ACT, SAT, or CLT as well. So on that senior audit, if your child has met that requirement, you're going to see a yes and the month and the year that they met that requirement, okay? So that's GPA of a 2.0, higher, 2.0 or above, passing the FSA reading test, passing the Algebra 1 or Geometry EOC. The next one is going to be 24 credits, okay? In order for a student to receive a standard diploma, they must have 24 credits, all right? And those credits are going to be broken down in the graduation status or credit summary. So of those 24 credits, a student must have 1 algebra credit, 1 geometry credit, 1 biology credit, 1 American history credit, a half a credit in American government, a half a credit in economics, a full credit in world history, 4 credits in English, 2 additional math credits, 2 additional science credits. They must have a performing fine arts or practical arts credit, half a credit in personal fitness, half a credit in PE, and 8 electives, okay? So those are the requirements for a standard 24 credit diploma, all right? Again, this is a letter that goes out to all parents every Tuesday at 4. If you do have any questions about it, please give me a call and I would love to go over it with you, all right? Thank you.
I'll be brief. Mr. Steen kind of touched on all the graduation requirements. I just wanted to let you all know that if your child is not on track, we've already started having those parent meetings to kind of go over everything for those students who we feel like may be in danger of not graduating. And there are some students who are going to go to the wire, so we may not be able to tell you exactly if they're going to graduate until everything has posted. So we'll tell you just to be vigilant, make sure that you're checking focus, because we still have one more quarter. And I think a lot of kids are starting to get the itis and starting to get ready for the end of the year. And we're all excited, but we still have a little bit more to go in quarter four, and everyone just needs to finish strong. So as parents, I just want to have you all make sure that you're watching out, looking if your student is in danger of not graduating due to testing requirements. We do have opportunities. We have a few more opportunities coming up. In May, we actually have a Saturday opportunity that we'll be posting for the CLT. So just keep your eyes and ears open. We try to make sure that Mr. Steen pushes that information out to you all. Our Facebook page, we try to make sure that we get that information to you all. So if you have any questions, you can always come see me after, and I will let you all get to the fun stuff.
Hi, I'm Emily King. I'm one of the other assistant principals, and I'm the one who's not brief tonight. The packet that you were handed when you walked in, I'm going to go over it with you. I'm not going to do it word for word, but I do have a lot of things that I want to highlight. So if you just want to go through it with me, and if you have any questions afterwards, I'm used to it. So you can email me later, call me tomorrow, or I'll just stand in the back and answer some questions. Before I go through it, I do want you to know, first of all, our Teacher of the Year, Mr. Dawson, is recording this. Top 5 for the whole district, okay? So it's going to be on our website if there's anything that you wanted to hear again. I sent all of these handouts out in email yesterday to all of our seniors and any early grads. And if you are a parent that has your email listed, you also received these handouts yesterday. And along with the recording of this evening, these handouts will be downloaded on the website as well. So there's always different places for you to refer back to them. But again, I'm used to getting the questions, so please bring it on. So if you want to go to the first page, Mr. Steen's already touched on grad requirements, so I'm not going to repeat that. I have a senior myself, and we are definitely facing senioritis on a daily basis. He was sick yesterday, so and I couldn't fight it yesterday, but he was up and going to school today. So I know how you feel, parents. Seniors who owe. We had 79 seniors who still have some fines. It can be anything from band fine to a book that you checked out your freshman year. After we're done here, I have Miss Knight, one of our guidance counselors, Miss Gross, one of our one data clerk, and then Miss Lee will also be over there to help. If you were one of those 79 seniors, you received an email about that yesterday, but if you want to check, we can look for you. Okay, and again, it went out to the seniors and their parents if I have an active email. So that is why that is over there. Those do need to be taken care of before graduation. So even if you're not sure if you got that email, it's probably better to check than to let that wait until May 15th when we've pulled a gown because money is still owed. Okay, so that's a big one. Senior exams start on May 12th. That's Tuesday, May 12th. That is a week before the underclassmen exams. That schedule is the second one in your handout. So you should be able to see when your seniors' exams begin. Okay, seniors do get out a week earlier. Their exams start a week earlier. If you have any questions about that or the schedule, we don't foresee any changes, so that's why it's been the same for the past couple years for us. But if you want to look at that to know when you may have an exam, you know you might be on the line for a graduation requirement that you want to put forth that effort, let's go ahead and plan for it. Cap and gown and stole, this is a big thing. We do not give those out until May 15th. When all senior exams are completed, we bring all the seniors to the Innovation Center. They're in alphabetical order, and we pass them out to them, and then we usher them out, well, it's really this way, usher them out the back door so they can go, okay? Because we still have all the underclassmen on campus that day, but the seniors are taking that last exam, and we let them finish early on that Friday. The only time I need to see you in that gown again is senior honors night, which I will get to, and graduation. If you have not ordered your cap and gown yet, it is necessary that you do it ASAP. The price will not get cheaper, it will just go up. We have nothing to do with the ordering of gowns. It is all done through Herff Jones. It is local on 9th Avenue, but you also can do it online. If you need our help, please see us after. I need to stress this because every year someone loses a tassel or someone gets makeup on their stole. We did not buy any extra. Because again, we have nothing to do with the ordering of the gowns. We didn't make them here, so I don't have anything extra for you. So it is up to the senior to maintain the white stole, keep your tassel, and have everything together for yourself on graduation day, okay? Some people who go to honors night will get a different tassel based on GPA, and most of them switch out the red, white, and blue tassel that you're given for the different colored tassel based on the GPA, but that is not everybody. So I would maintain the red, white, and blue tassel until after graduation because I have 0 extra, okay? And even if I did have one, it's not gonna say 2026. So I just want to put that out there now because last year we had a couple people who had to walk across the stage without a tassel because we don't get any extra, okay? You will be allowed to keep your cap, gown, and tassel, but on the top of your mortarboard, I need to remind my sweet seniors that we are high school, we are not college. We are not allowed to decorate the tops of our caps. Okay, it is in the district SOP, the standard operating procedure for graduation. We need to keep ours, we're in royal blue like our color, we keep that royal blue, okay? Same with any kind of extra stole that would have pictures on it, we don't wear those, you wear what is given to you. We don't do like the braided dollars, you know, people love to do those big lanyards of money. Those are all things for after graduation, those cannot be worn at graduation. Baccalaureate is Tuesday, May 12th, same day as what? Does anyone remember what else is happening Tuesday, May 12th? Exams, your first day of senior exams. Baccalaureate is just a non-denominational religious ceremony. It is quick, it is inspiring, it is meant to encourage the graduates. We had one of our best showings last year of the seniors who came out to it and their parents. And afterwards, it has always been at Calvary Baptist right up the road on Pine Forest. They always have so much food after, and they do it all for free for us. They're very kind. They support our teachers throughout the year for other events, like back to school, they were here serving everyone breakfast. So I encourage you to come just because it's one of the first big events, and I think it encourages that senior for their next step because, I mean, 15 days from that, you're no longer ours, and it's your next option to like what you choose to do, and I think that this is always a good night for you to kind of hear that inspiration and encouragement. So I'm turning to the back now. Senior Honors Night is going to be in here in the gym on May 19th. Every senior is welcome to come to Senior Honors Night. Those who are receiving academic honors will get an invitation. So everyone can come, you wear your cap and gown, and that is like if you're an NHS, you get your stole. If you've been chosen as a superlative, we announce the Hall of Fame again to everyone. There are many awards, military recognition, different scholarships that have been given out are on Senior Honors Night, and everyone who is being given something gets an invitation. Those invites will be going out the week of April 27th. Every senior is welcome to come. I just want to make sure the ones who get the invitations are the ones who will be getting an academic honor that night. Seniors will come and meet me in the Commons. You as your guest will come in here and get ready, and then we will proceed into the graduation song, just a little practice before it happens, gets everyone excited about it, and they can sit wherever they want, and we go through the honors, and it usually takes us about an hour and 15 minutes. It's definitely one of my favorite nights of the year, so please mark your calendars for that. Senior breakfast, on your paper, it does say location to be determined. We were not able to secure the church that we were able to secure last year, so Ms. Truitt and Mr. Hines have hired a dynamite decorator, and we're doing it in our brand new cafeteria. So I know it's not off campus, but if you guys haven't seen the cafeteria, it's gorgeous. We knew we couldn't fit you all in there tonight. You guys are always a big crowd who show up for this, comfortably fit you, but it's gonna be a great breakfast. So seniors, come to that on Wednesday, May 20th. It says 10:09, but it's 10. Be there at 10. And then you will stay there because following it is your graduation practice, which is mandatory. Okay, you cannot come to graduation on May 27th if you have not gone through graduation practice with us on May 20th. Okay, you don't have to come to the breakfast. Okay, that's up to you. There's always more food than anyone can eat. It's always fun. People have their yearbooks, all the things you do senior year, lots of pictures. We always play music, but you have to be at graduation practice. So our practice will start at 12:30, but I recommend anyone who doesn't come to breakfast be here at 12. I'll just put any senior who's a little early in the gym. It is, again, a district rule to attend the practice. It's not just Pine Forest, even though we know how vital it is. But you must be at this practice. So as you see the first alarm, this is the only one I'm gonna read word to word for you. So set 3 alarms and have a friend call you to wake you up. Start your car and kick the tires the night before. We will not accept any excuses, okay? So be ready. If you need to set the alarm now, because that's the kind of person I am, I already set that in my calendar and then set myself a reminder the day before. Failure to arrive on time is the same as failure to arrive at all, okay? If you are an hour late, you have missed your graduation practice. I can't just shuffle you in and teach you everything you need to know if you weren't here on time, because it doesn't start in here, okay? We start in the classrooms. Did I press something? Okay. So please make sure again that you're here by no later than 12 if you don't come to breakfast. We will begin approximately at 12:30. This is highlighted and bolded for a reason. It is very much recommended that you wear the shoes that you want to wear at graduation to graduation practice. Take a minute and look at an old graduation, spend an hour, and you'll find the people who did not do that. You will see them walk across the stage uncomfortably. I say it every year. I'm pretty sure this is my 8th year saying it. Someone never listens to me, and that's fine. But you walk a lot on graduation day. You walk into this campus, you walk to the bus. The bus does not drop you off at the door at the Bay Center as much as I wish they did. So you're walking downtown by the Bay Center to get into the Bay Center. Then you're walking the back halls of the Bay Center. Then you're walking to your seat. Then you have to stand in the line to go across the stage, all on your feet still, and then you're walking across the stage. Be in comfortable shoes. No one's looking at your shoes, okay? I mean, but please, this is not the day to wear brand new shoes that you haven't broken in. I think Miss Jordan always says you look like a baby giraffe walking across the stage. You're wobbly, you're uncomfortable, and that's not what any of us want for you. It is a great day of celebration. You want to be up there hearing your family scream for you. You do not want to be worried about falling or your feet being in pain from new shoes. And we've all been there in foot pain from new shoes. So again, wear them to graduation practice. If you're coming to honors night, wear those shoes to honors night. Okay, but we don't have anywhere where you could bring a backup pair. So I know I'm stressing shoes a lot, but it's very important. Parents are not allowed to attend graduation practice, but you can definitely hang in the parking lot and wait until they're done. And one of the biggest things of that day, when you meet your row usher in the classroom that you're assigned to, and all of this is done in alphabetical order on the lockers, just like testing, okay, and we'll be there to help every senior find where they need to go, you're gonna have a gray card for grad images. When you walk across the stage, you're going to shake Miss McElhaney's hand. You're going to shake the superintendent's hand. You can wave at me and Miss Jordan. there, but you don't get to shake our hands as much. We're in weird places. And then you're gonna walk downstairs, and at the end of the stairs, Mr. Lagasse is there, and so is Miss McCants. They're gonna help you get down there, prep you up a little bit to look good, and you're gonna take a picture. Okay? The only way we can ever send that picture and the picture of you getting the diploma on the stage is if you complete the grad images card. I'm gonna check them. I spend a lot of time up here during graduation week, but you are gonna need an email that is not your school email. So please go ahead, and if you don't know your parents' email or you have a secondary email, because once you guys graduate, you are no longer in our system and your email is inactive, okay? So for that grad images card, make sure that you know a secondary email to put on it, because they're gonna send you the proofs for you to decide if you wanna purchase them, okay? Dress code for graduation, men are dress pants, white shirt, as long as they're in a good dress shirt. We're a little less picky than they used to be. And a tie, bow tie, and dress shoes. Again, if you need any help with that, please let us know. Females, dress shoes. We recommend a back strap, again, with all the walking that you're doing. You don't want your dress length, we're not saying to wear a short dress, but the gown looks funny if your dress is too long and it doesn't flow as well with the gown. So you might want something that's more like calf or right below the knee. And girls may also wear dress pants, a suit. We see a lot of really beautiful like jumpsuits, and they're really comfortable for that long period of day. No jeans, no tennis shoes, no flip-flops. Again, if you do need help buying anything, purchasing something to wear, you're gonna see Miss Jordan. So she's in charge of that. Last but not least, graduation day. We bus our graduates. We've done that. It's very successful. We get compliments on how well it goes because we have people who show up with things they don't have, and we can help them. We're pressing suits. We are ironing gowns. We're steaming stoles. It's a whole production, and it's really fun. We do have snacks and water for the graduates because we know we're asking them to be with us a little early. But we do need them to be here no later than 10. They check in with their room. Dean Johnson and I get them on the buses, and we head on over to the Bay Center. The Bay Center for you as parents opens up an hour before our graduation. So around 1:15, 1:30 is when they're gonna allow you to start coming in. There are 2 graduations before us. So even though that's when they're going to let you come in, I would highly recommend that you find parking well before that. I experienced it as a visitor for the first time last year when my nephew graduated, and I live downtown, and I still struggled to find parking, and I still had to walk pretty far, and I still felt like I wasn't going to be there on time. So give yourself plenty of time to park, okay? Because the graduation before us is quite small. They will be done a little early. I do see them letting us in around 1:15, but give yourself time to park, okay? Or maybe park somewhere in Uber and let them drop you off. Okay, there's not a lot of parking, and with 2 graduations before us, I just know how it's gonna be with the parking lot and the expensive paid parking that is surrounding the Bay Center. Making sure I'm hitting all my good stuff. They do really want us to get out of the Bay Center as soon as we're done. There is, Tate follows us. They are gonna push us out quite quickly so they can set up for them because they are the largest school. So we don't take any pictures within the Bay Center. That's when they get you guys outside. So that's where you want all of the pictures with the shirts and the stoles with the pictures and any of the really cool lanyards that someone has created or made for you. That's where your family will bring those to you, and you take those pictures outside. The last handout in your packet is what the Bay Center allows, okay, and what they don't allow. I think it's gonna be everything that you sort of expect. Again, I'm not gonna go word for word and read it. They do have metal detectors that the students and visitors go through, so just be prepared for that. And And then last but not least, we just make sure that we encourage all of our guests and our grads to be on their best behavior. We've never had any issues. We always have phenomenal graduations. We always look forward to it. But as soon as we're done at 3:30, because we have 1 hour to get the graduation done, they're yours. They're all yours, parents, guardians. We can see them the next day between 10 and 2 for their diploma pickup. Okay, guidance will be ready with that. And that's it. That's all I've got. That's graduation. So again, everything's been recorded. These have been emailed and sent to you. Will also be on the website. And we're not going anywhere. If you have questions for us, and if you were someone who had a fine, please make sure that you check in so you can see what and how much you owe, because it definitely varies. Chromebooks are a lot more expensive than a Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. Okay, I'm gonna let Ms. McElhaney close us out. There were a lot of Diary of a Wimpy Kid books.
Okay. All right. Parents, I will say we are in the home stretch. Seniors, the senioritis is strong. Parents, I cannot ask you for help enough to make sure your student comes to school the last several weeks. I will tell you that right now, that is the biggest struggle. Seniors not coming to school. And we cannot stress enough that if they are not here at school to do their work, they're not going to get the credit. Today I was talking with a senior, and when I looked at the grades, there were 3 Fs for this quarter. And it's a matter of checking in late and being absent. So please, please, please get your seniors up out of bed. I know my nephew, I had to do it kicking and screaming his senior year. Actually, both of my nephews. So they just have to come to school, do their work, and finish strong. But right now, getting them to school is the half battle, to be honest. We are excited. I do want to echo what Ms. King said about shoes. Last year when we were here and students were going to their room, we had several heels break, shoes break. So like she said, nobody's paying attention to your feet. It is all on the face. You'll be on the Jumbotron, getting your diploma and walking off. So please make sure, and gentlemen, that goes for you too. If you're buying new shoes and they're not broken, same thing. But we are here tonight to answer questions. We are here 5 days a week. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Call us, email us. We're happy to do whatever we can to make this last little bit of time easy and fun. So that is it. Thank you for coming, and y'all have a great night.